Hi, this is Johnny Anderson, and welcome to the third in a series of tutorials on how to work with Findagrave data that you've extracted to help automate some of your Civil War cemetery research. In this particular tutorial, we're going to look at how to transform birth and death dates that you've extracted from Findagrave. And just as a refresher, we've had two other tutorials, one on how to use octoparse to extract data out of Findagrave. And again, we're looking for people that were born between 1800 and 1850. We've looked at how to use a tool called AbleBits in Excel to split the names from one combined field into multiple fields to kind of enhance your ease of use and to be able to sort by last names. And in this tutorial, we're going to look at how to convert birth and death dates and why that's important. In future tutorials, we'll look at how to determine and automate determining gender, because we're only going to want to look for males that were born between 1800 and 1850 as potential Civil War veterans. And then last, we'll look at how to use the data that we're working with today to create automated Findagrave and ancestry links to help automate your research. So let's get started. Once you've got your names parsed, so you've taken the singular name and parsed it using AbleBits into different fields for ease of use and sorting. Now we've got a challenge with this birth death dates field. You can see it's all over the place in terms of formatting. Some are day, month, year for both. Some are year, day, month, year. Some are just year and year. It's really in terms of being able to sort or find not in a very good place. So let's look at how we can use some Excel formulas to standardize this data. So first, let's look at an example of how we can use two Excel formulas to extract the birthday. And so you can see we're using two nested formulas. And the first is really a search. We're going to search for the character position of that dash that's going to separate birthday and death day in any of the formats. And what search is going to tell us is what character position that dash is in. And then we're going to use the left function that's going to extract the number of characters that the search has told it that are there to the dash minus 1. We don't want the dash, so we're taking it minus 1. And so that will give us a birthday of 12 March, in this case 12 March 1820. Next, and I like to use this may be good enough for you. I mean, if that's where you want to get, you can get to a birthday. I like to get to the birth year because I use some statistics on how old people were at the start of the war and build some data around that. And to get that's a much simpler. You can see we're just using a right function. And we're taking 5 characters from the right. So we're going to get the year as 1820. To get the death date, we've got kind of a similar function, except we're still going to search for the dash that's going to tell us how many places from left to right that dash is, except we're going to use a right function in addition to a length function to get to the death date. And that's going to work regardless of whether it's a day, month, year, or just a year. And then the same thing, we're going to use the right function, 5 characters from the right to get the death year. And so in addition to figuring out how old people were or what year they were when the war started, we're also going to use these two fields, birth year and death year, in creating a hyperlink to do an automated search into Ancestry, and we'll go through that in a future tutorial. So hopefully this will help you out and automate a very cumbersome and non-standardized data field. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, be sure and give us a like and subscribe to our video. See you next time.